Okay, this isn't a long flight. This is a shorter flight. My volume's been down on my headset. Kind of sounds. Been working on see if I can get the volume back up. But anyway, all right. Let me check. Sure, nothing else is going on here. Alright, that volume's just not as loud as I normally have in the headsets. Let me see if I can change it here. Before we get going here. Audio. Alright, we'll see if that made a difference at all. I think just generally speaking, the volume sounds a little bit lower. That's alright. That's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start the APU. Yeah, I notice the volume is down. And for tonight, we're going to try to, I'm hoping my crew is on its good game tonight. So we're going to say for channel 1, we're going to put, try Addison Miller tonight. And for channel 2, let's put grade A professional. We'll just go with them. So channel 1, co-pilot is Addison Miller. Let's see how that works for us. Addison, could you go ahead and get our IFR clearance from clearance?
I'll get our IFR clearance from clearance. Charlotte clearance, Alpaca 2 uniform. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance. We have Alpha. I am working on that clearance. Stand by. Alpaca 2 uniform, Charlotte clearance, clear to Atlanta via the Bob Z5 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 28010 minutes after departure. Departure on 125.35, squawk 2611. Expect runway 36 center.
Okay, we got 36 center and climb and maintain 8,000. We actually won't be taking off that quick, but it's okay. I have some quirks on this flight, and I'm hoping if they don't continue, we'll see in a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and get our position set.
Charlotte clearance, good morning. American 2243 with India 3031. Request I-4 clearance to Birmingham.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Clear to Birmingham via Esther 5 departure. Flight maintain 8000, flight load 360. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 12535. Squawk 4415. Departure runway 18 left, American 2243.
And Charlotte clearance, American 2681, information Golf. Need to pick up our clearance down to Fort Myers.
Okay, let's go and get our airside services loaded.
Is this a ball lobby? I said, is this a ball lobby? Man, I need to get my Bari up there.
Still not sure that what was wrong with the yaw damper there initially. Do not know. Okay.
Me? Oh. Are they buffing her and scaling again? Oh, for real? Oh. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm fine with the nerf to her strength scaling if I just have to play around her passive.
Reserves are 2.3.
Alright, cleared up to Albany via the Barney 5 departure. Venice filed, maintain 8000, expect 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 12535, walking 6453, and runway 36 left for American 1858.
It's so fair and balanced.
American 1858, read that correct?
They could still one-shot somebody.
Charlotte clearance, American 333 requesting IFR to Savannah.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
What day? Wait, so it's random?
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please.
By the way, the detail they put on the Charlotte airport is pretty amazing. They did a good job on it. Really good job.
Oh, I'm on day. I'm on day 7.
I'm waiting right now on them to finish fuel load. You're actually putting a little bit in the middle tank. I don't know why, but
It's so good. It's why I love her. It's because it's a dopamine hit every single time I can.
right, flaps are 5.
Because what I do is I just like hit people, get her to
Is our center of gravity
and then lo and behold, they
for
die.
takeoff is 24.9 to 4.9. That gives us a trim of 4.5. Not tremendous there. And we do want to do flex takeoff, and our runway winds are 357 at 06. And our flex temp is 50. And let's bring those numbers in now. So, wow, we're actually being given a V2 of 135 for this takeoff. But we're going to put 145. And we're going off runway 36.
5326, requesting IFR to Atlanta. We have information, Mike.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
We're going to put our departure in there for
Liveries Delta 5959. We have information, Quebec, requesting IFR clearance to Atlanta.
Oh, that would explain a lot. We were about to load the wrong flight. We need to make a change. Glad we caught that. That would have been bad. Okay. So here's what I didn't do. So we're going to bring that flight in. Okay. Now we're going to go back here again. Request this flight plan. Okay, that's going to change some numbers drastically, I believe. Let me see here. Well, no, actually it will, but it won't.
He's played him in just about. That's what I've seen him.
Okay, so according to this, our fuel load is 21.
Why? Every game, I swear, it's always an annoying carry.
Yeah, our block fuel is 13.8. It's all we need for this flight. By the way, 280.
And I have to deal with a Cupid. Fantastic. 1, yes. Level the 1.
go check our limits again because I think our numbers should have changed. Let me see.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be annoying. I mean, I'm not concerned about the one. It's the cubital that is gonna get on my nerves.
126, 128, 135.
American is clear. American 1004 is cleared to San Francisco via the Bobsey 5 at Dennis File. Climb and maintain 4000. Expect 340 10 minutes after departure on 125.35. Squawking 62222. And we'll expect runway 18 left.
American 1004, read back correct.
Charlotte clearance, this is Easter 1959. Good morning. Requested IFR clearance to Gulfport. I have information Foxtrot.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
26 right is our arrival. And that's Ozzy and Levy. Now let's look at this.
Honestly, you get dashes more than he does, though.
Yeah, that looks better. So we're moving Lachen up here.
I'm just gonna hit like one. You good?
The rest of that I think looks okay for takeoff.
You've been hurt a ton and everything in the back, but
Addison, go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance.
I can't handle that unless I am in charge of the comms.
You're in charge of all comms.
I'll handle the pushback request with ground.
Hey, Captain, let me know
Charlotte ground, Alpaca 2 uniform, requesting pushback.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, pushback approved. Tail northeast.
pressure back. Thunder. Suki.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
I can't stop.
American 506, ready for pushback.
American 506, Charlotte ground, pushback approved. Tail east.
Pushback approved, tail east, American 506.
Sorry.
This is not a long.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Okay.
Here comes the pushback. Light 'em up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
By the way, what got me interested to do this flight tonight was I was passing by Charlotte Douglas coming back from South Carolina, and just got the urge to fly this particular flight. Actually, the planes at the time were going off on 18 center and 18 left. They were taking off on those two runways at the time, but it would probably be about right for it to switch over to 36 about now if the winds are, I was looking at the winds, where are they now? Yeah, winds are at 20 at 5 knots.
Here, go ahead and set your parking brake.
So it would make sense.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Engine 1's coming up. We have more fuel than we need, but it should not inhibit our landing. I was just looking to see if we were we're a little heavy, but we're not.
Catbird 104 at gate Bravo 16, requesting pushback and startup.
Catbird 104, pushback and startup approved, tail east.
Pushback and startup approved, tail east.
Go ahead and get our taxi clearance.
Catbird 104, contact tower on 118.1, safe flight.
I'll get our taxi clearance from ground. Charlotte ground, Alpaca 2 uniform, ready to taxi. We have Alpha.
Alpaca 92 uniform, runway 36 center, taxi via Blue Line, Romeo Juliet, Echo uniform.
Runway 36 center, Blue Line, Romeo Juliet, Echo uniform, Alpaca 2 uniform.
Got you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. We are expecting a flight time of approximately 50 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for our frequent flyers. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a click. To tighten, pull the strap. To release, lift the buckle. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position and ensure your window blinds are open for takeoff and landing. All mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode. Laptops and larger devices should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. Pull the mask firmly towards you. Place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Your life vest is located under your seat or between the seats. To use it, pull it out, place it over your head, and fasten the straps. Inflate it only after leaving the aircraft.
Oh dear.
Special life vests for children are available. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. We have exits located at the front, middle, and rear of the aircraft. Please note that the nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow all safety instructions from the crew immediately. For your safety, the brace position is to lean forward, placing your head on your knees, with your arms wrapped around your legs. Please follow crew instructions at all times. The safety information card in your seat pocket contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
I saw the free kill. I was taking that. I really want this tower. I think he's looking for me. I don't know. I can rotate mid for this. Yeah, he's protecting the Cupid. He could damage that. Fight him. Fight him.
We're heading down to 3-6 center. 3-6 center here. We're making a left coming up here at our next turn. To your left, American Airlines hub. Hello, American Airlines. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to hurry this up. We don't have to hurry this one up. I hear you.
Alpaca 92 uniform, contact tower on 118.1.
Right, we're at 3-6 center. We'll be taking off for Atlanta. This is not a long flight. It's just I thought it'd be a nice little flight. I just got the itch to fly out of Charlotte tonight when I was passing by the airport. I saw the planes going out on with 18 center and 18 left at the time. Right. Go ahead and brief our takeoff.
Oh gosh. Bologna is getting...
We'll be departing from runway 36 center. We'll be flying the Bob Z5 departure with an initial climb clearance to 8,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile, climbing to flight level 280. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 2611, and departure frequency will be 125.35. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Fine. Get our takeoff clearance from clearance.
I'll get our takeoff clearance from tower. Charlotte Tower, Alpaca 2 uniform, holding short of runway 36 center and ready for departure.
Sorry, I should have called the Cupid and returned only.
Alpaca 2 uniform, Charlotte Tower, runway 36C, winds calm. RNAV LAC-in, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 36 Charlie, RNAV LAC-in, cleared for takeoff. Alpaca 2 uniform.
Right, we're lined up.
Jetstar 2 Sierra Lima, contact departure.
Forward pressure on yoke. Flaps are at 5.
American 1728, contact departure.
Auto anti-skid was on RTO. Rotating. Gear up. By the way, this is beautiful.
I got saved, got it killed, so my life steal went off. Got hit by Odibo 4 times.
I'm retracting flaps.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, contact departure on 125.35.
Slow, steady climb right now. Our initial climb is to 8,000 unless something changes right now. We're having to, we had to back, actually, from the direction we took off, we had to turn back, so we were at 36 center, turning back toward, Atlanta.
Catbird 104, contact ground on 121.8.
Over to ground at 121.8, Catbird 104.
Our distance is only 189 miles from Atlanta. Alright, we are at almost at our initial climb, and we should be given an okay to continue. Did we contact departure after takeoff?
I'll contact departure now, Steve.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, radar contact. 3 west.
Charlotte approach, Alpaca 2 uniform, evening, maintaining 8,000 feet. Charlotte approach, Alpaca 2 uniform, evening, maintaining 8,000 feet.
Alpaca 2 uniform, Charlotte approach, good evening, Gastonia altimeter 3039er.
Altimeter 3039er, Alpaca 2 uniform.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Alpaca 1-4, Foxtrot, climbing to 260.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, I need you below 250 knots.
Roger that, Catbird 104.
Catbird 104, descend and maintain 5,000.
Up to 8,000 heading.
Dear guests, the lavatories are now available,
Up
and
to
you may
8,000
use your
heading.
approved electronic
210.
devices in flight mode.
Request to
Cabin service will begin
Eugene.
shortly.
American
Thank
32.
you for your attention.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and set our arrival information. So we're going to be coming in on runway 26 right. Our course heading is 275. And we're going to put in our 110.10 let's just modify that. 110.10 and 110.10. Okay.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain 280, Alpaca 1-4, Foxtrot. It's going to be one of those up and downs. So as we climb, we're already only 167 miles outside of Atlanta, roughly. So this won't take long. Okay, we're currently at 1,500.
I'm 320. Codem 76, climb and maintain 8500 feet. Alpaca 92 uniform, contact Atlanta Center on 132.625.
What's our current speed in knots and miles per hour?
We're currently at 433 knots, which is about 498 miles per hour.
Alright, transition to standard. And we're on standard right now, but we can go ahead and enter our QNH for arrival. It'll be in there when we need it, which is 3038. Okay.
Oh, he really wanted it.
And our elevation in Atlanta is 1,026, and we doing going in increments of 50, so I've got it on 1,000 here. What airport's that?
Yeah, I just got back to Link.
Is that Greenville? I think it was. It's Greenville.
Yeah.
Greenville, Spartanburg.
Well, the Hoyt has to back.
Alpaca 92 uniform, contact Atlanta Center on 132.625.
Hey, she got me a 2K. I can't believe it too much.
Piedmont 80, maintain 6,000, right heading 310 vectors to the approach.
Heading 310 vector for the approach. I'm on that now. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Northwest 707, contact Charlotte Tower on 118.1.
Okay. And let's go ahead and enter our descent info. We're close. So we're going to go to forecast. I'm going to put in 30.38 for our QNH and request our winds or descent winds. See if I can download them. Yeah, they're there. Alright, so we have our descent winds and descent coming up in 56 miles. 56 miles will be descending into Atlanta. We're going to go ahead and put our anti-skid at setting of 2. We'll arm the speed brake once we get a little further in. The weather looks nice.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform. Expect the Aussie 2 arrival. Levy transition. Expect to descend in about 5 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Dear guests, we are now at cruising altitude, and the cabin crew will begin the snack and beverage service shortly. Today, we have some popular items from our menu, including our signature chicken salad and refreshing fruit juices. After the service, selected items from our shop will be available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention.
I see your cutter. Oh, he's coming back to lane.
You better hurry and serve because we're not going to be long.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform. Expect the Aussie 2 arrival. Levy transition. Anticipate descent in about 5 minutes. Say the word if you want to descend sooner.
Aussie 2 descent arrival in about 5 minutes, and we'll say the word if we want to descend earlier. Alpaca 1-4 Foxtrot.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform. Contact Atlanta Center on 123.725. Alpaca 9-2 uniform. Descend via Aussie 2 Levy transition for the ILS runway 26 right approach into Atlanta. Via Hines altimeter 3037.
Oh. Descending via Aussie 2 into Atlanta, Alpaca 1-4 Foxtrot.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform. Cleared Hines transition. Expect the ILS runway 26 right approach into Atlanta.
Expecting a 26 right approach into Atlanta, Alpaca 1-4 Foxtrot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and are now beginning our approach to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to their seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
And we are, I've set my altitude down to 4,000, and we are letting VNAV manage the descent, and we will intervene if VNAV gets off base, but we'll let VNAV do the work for us to hit all our restrictions.
Should have pushed him back to me.
coming in a little heavy, by the way.
Pilatus 888, altitude restrictions canceled. Maintain VFR altitude.
Roger, altitude restrictions canceled. Maintain VFR altitude. Lock A.
Add 5 for VREF. Our landing weight's 156, so that's VREF 40 plus 5. With that full flaps plus 5 gives us 151 knots. So we're going to be coming at about 151 knots. Okay. Okay. We're on the descent side right now. We're descending into Atlanta. We're going to be coming on the Aussie 5 arrival, setting up for runway 26 right. Nothing. I think we're already probably 84 miles outside of Atlanta. QNH is already set once we get below 18,000. And VNAV is helping us manage the descent. Let's get a descent briefing also. Go ahead and let's do a descent and approach briefing.
We'll be arriving in Atlanta on runway 26 right using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Aussie 2 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 26 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 320 at 5 knots. Scattered clouds at 25,000 feet. No significant weather expected. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. For any abnormalities, we'll communicate with ATC and execute a go-around or missed approach as needed. Squawk code remains 2611, and approach frequency will be 124.6. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. Once on the ground, we'll be taxiing to gate, Concourse F Gate 12. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
We are going to be going flaps 40 at 150 knots on landing. We're doing plus 5.
Contact Atlanta Center on 132.625, American 581.
Got it. We'll be landing with flaps 40 at 150 knots.
Coming in just a little bit like plus 5 because we're heavier than we originally anticipated. We're carrying right now. I'm gonna do that. we're still carrying both wings are full of fuel. In fact, they're both wings. We didn't use any of the fuel yet in those wings. The center tank's about to be exhausted here just in a moment, but I would rather come in just a little bit faster and at 40 flaps in our case to kind of help us along, come in for a smooth landing. All right. All right, we're about to transition. QNH 30.38. And currently our anti-skid is set to 2. And we're about at 330 knots right now, but we haven't slowed down yet. Won't have to.
Away, he's so annoying. How often does he get his dash back?
Alright, we need to get slowed down. Drastically down. So, still a speed intervention here.
Physically cannot solo me whatsoever, but just has a Aladdin running. It's great.
We're like blowing the 250. We need to be down to 250 knots at 10,000. We've only got like goodness 1,300 feet to get our speed down. I did a speed intervention, and so VNAV's still managing our descent, and went ahead and took control of the speed because VNAV still had my speed at 330 knots. Okay, way too fast. Should be able to get down here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and at this point cut landing lights on. Light us up like a Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh. You know, Scylla just ran away from me. If Scylla had any CC there, Hades dies.
Speed's looking much better. I'm going to bring the brake back. And I'm going to arm it instead.
Alpaca 92 uniform, contact Atlanta approach on 126.9 or 75.
Are you going to switch frequencies and answer?
I'll switch to Atlanta approach on 126.975 now.
She's moved very slow.
Charlotte approach, Alpaca 2 uniform, switching to Atlanta. Approach on 126.975. Atlanta approach, Alpaca 2 uniform. Good evening. We're descending to 10,000.
Alpaca 2 uniform, Atlanta approach. Good evening, Atlanta altimeter 3039er.
Alright, we're currently...
Altimeter 3039er. Alpaca 2 uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Atlanta. At this time, please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Kindly return your tray tables to their upright position and ensure your seats are in the full upright position as well. Please fasten your seatbelts. Our assigned gate is Concourse F Gate 12. Thank you for your cooperation.
Rotating mid.
I don't know why they're taking us to Concourse F, Gate 12, but that's where we'll go. Okay, that's international. Or not an international flight, but hey, you know. When we arrive, we'll be directed back to the other side of the airport, and we'll have to do some backtracking. Right, and we've depleted the fuel out of the center tank.
Delta 4389, contact Atlanta Tower on 119.1.
Okay.
Atlanta Tower on 119.1, Delta 4389. Maintain 9 or 200, vectors for the ILS, 26 rider approach, Delta 4389.
Okay. Delta 4389, descend and maintain 9,000.
Right, we'll have a right turn coming up here shortly. That'll set us up. We're on what would be the equivalent of our base right now, but we'll be turning onto our final. I'm going to go ahead and activate approach. And Take our speed down to 205. And we'll be at flaps 15. Flaps 5, not 15 yet. We're not quite yet ready for that.
Hades is coming.
May capture very soon here. It's pretty good to capture a little bit earlier.
Yes, that's a little support.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, proceed direct bamboo. Descend and maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 26 right approach. Alpaca 9-2 uniform, contact Atlanta Tower on 119.1 when established.
Are you going to answer him?
15,000,
I'll switch to Atlanta Tower on 119.1 now.
124.6, good day, 59X. Departure, Bonanza 359 X-ray, 2,500 to 4,000.
So once we land, we've got to get back over here to this side of the airport where our gate is. Our gate's on the other side of the airport.
Alpaca 9-2 uniform, contact Atlanta Tower on 119.1.
Holy.
2,500.
Oh.
Taking our speed down to 166.
I didn't expect you to get absolutely popped, Connor.
And then flaps 10.
I was rotating to help you because I saw you had somebody you were fighting and somebody else might pull up. I don't know what Aladdin's plan was, but we'll go with it, I guess.
1,000. 1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Aladdin didn't need slow yet, did I?
I'm having trouble slowing down.
500. 400. 300. 200.
Oh dear.
maintain 5,000, turn left, vectors not woo, 359X. Maintain 15,000, 359X. 359X.
Atlanta departure, Dyna 70 Delta is with you, passing through 2,300 feet for 5,500.
Hello.
80 knots.
All right, we got slowed. We came in a little bit long, but overall I'm satisfied.
Ladies and gentlemen,
soft landing.
we have just landed at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Welcome to Atlanta. Did you know that Atlanta is known as the city in a forest due to its abundance of trees? Also, it is the birthplace of the civil rights movement and home to the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park. Thank you for flying with us today. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach the final parking position. The local time here is 11:55 p.m. On behalf of Captain Steve Good, First Officer Brian Song, and the entire crew, we wish you a pleasant stay in Atlanta. If you have a connecting flight, please listen carefully. Flight 234 to New York City departs at 12:30 a.m. from Gate 22, and Flight 315 to Miami departs at 1:15 a.m. from Gate 25.
All right, and we're gonna mosey to our gate. Cut off our landing lights. Leave on our runway lights.
Yeah, late game I physically couldn't do anything.
Alright, we've just been given some instructions to go to a different gate, and we're going to take that different gate. We're going to take them up on that.
Departure TBM 359 X-ray 3000 for 4,000.
Right.
Looking for the traffic.
Brakes.
We have the traffic inside TBM 359X.
We're going to GPU and chocks.
Atlanta departure TBM 359 X-ray. Stay altitude again.
And this is going to activate our GPU. Okay. We're going to cut off our, not those. And bring down our fuel. Well light off, wing light off, anti-collision off, position light off, and logo light off. We're going to check our flight. We can close our flight. And looks like we got dinged for a flight delay. And we did have a late landing configuration. I didn't have flaps completely full below 1,000, so it just gave me a little Little ding there. Okay. A gate attached. It is. Jetways work beautifully at this airport. This is a Nimbus KATL airport. They do great. Wonderful. I'll go back and watch that landing.
Look at chat.
I used to be able to hit, like, was it Alt R? I don't know. Oh, but something to do with my overlays. Okay, so toggle. Not sure why that required a little extra loading. Not sure. Shouldn't have. I don't think I backed it up that far. I didn't.
Delta 2600, contact Atlanta Tower on 119.1.
119.1, Delta 2600.
Alpaca 92 uniform, contact Atlanta Tower on 119.1.
That's a nice shot right there. Just looks good. Did float a little bit there. Still plenty of runway left. Let's get a passenger view. Nice shot there. Let's do one more on this side.
Up to 7,059 X-ray.
Wow, like that. Good.
4.6, 3,009 X, good day.
Okay, all right. Alright, so we're I think it was about 257 feet per minute. We had, I got dinged for a late landing configuration. Rightfully so. Got dinged hard for that, like a 1.5 ding if you look at that. So that's where we lost some points. These two actually didn't take anything away, so we got about, so that's what took some of those away. If you're looking for a good airline to fly for, if you like commercial flight, Alpaca or New Sky, go to New Sky is who I fly with. It's great. They do a good job. They kind of have some nice guidelines that help you become a better pilot. All right. Everybody have a good night. Get a good night's sleep.